Hello YouTube. Want to give an update. Today is October the 13th, I believe. It's the day before Columbus Day, Sunday. A lot has happened since the last video that I had, so wanted to kind of give an update there. A few things have hit some benchmarks and some milestones, and I'll kind of pick it up from there. So this week, the painters were able to finish the first coat of paint on both the molding and the crown molding and the walls. So all the walls have one coat of paint on. All the stain is complete for the porches, the beams, the fireplace, and the doors that had to be stained. In addition to that, all the doors were painted as well. They were taken off and put back on, so they're all back installed now. The well, because we're on well and septic out here, the well's been placed in. And then after that, some more countertops were installed. So we have the countertop for the outdoor kitchen installed, and all the countertops inside the house are now in place. There's still some trim out that needs to be done with them. For the most part, they're done. Finally, latter part of the week and yesterday on Saturday, the electrical contractor came in and started the trim out. So all can lights are installed, as well as all sockets and switches. And the masons came back and finished up the trim around the fireplace. So what's really left now, tomorrow, hopefully they will call for the inspection to get permanent power to the house. We're hoping tomorrow will be that day. When that happens, the tile guys will be able to start in full to start the tile work in both bathrooms, and the AC will come back and put the outside unit in place. After that, we should have our gas tank buried sometime next week, I'm believing. The driveway was completed last week, so we just need to do some work on the walkway to the front door. And after all that's done and some more trim out from the electrical is complete, we should be in a place to start putting down, the next coat of painting will come up. After that, when the painting is done, the flooring will go down, and then appliances. So we're really close. We're at the end of the build. Honestly, if I had to give a time frame, we're probably really about 30 days out, probably maybe a little less, maybe a little bit more. We're anticipating that we'll be in just on the other side of Halloween, which is in about 15 days or so. So if you add about another week or so to that, if they keep working as hard as they've been working, there's no reason for us not to be completed by the end of the month, the 1st of November. So we're kind of looking forward to that. I'll give you a walk around the house here in a minute and kind of see some of the stuff that I just pointed out to you. The cabinet guy did an absolutely phenomenal job of his trim out and everything that he did, especially the fireplace, the bookshelves, the pantry, the closets. He did a really great job. And then the molding, all the crown molding and the accents around the windows look really, really good. So we're excited about that as well. So I'll give you a walk around, kind of let you see what's going on. We'll start outside and let you see the driveway. The well is out back. I'll kind of get a long shot of that. It's a little muddy out there. It rained yesterday. Plus they did some trenching to run the water line to the house as well as the power from the well. So I don't want to get stuck out there, but I'll give you a shot of that. There's nothing really to see about the septic, but it's in place also. Let's see, other major things that might be of interest. Oh, we started talking to the bank in reference to going ahead and securing our permanent mortgage. So sometime next week, the bank is closed on Monday, so sometime next week we'll probably get in touch with with our banker and start that process of the permanent mortgage. Of course, you can't do too much until the final, the certificate of occupancy is issued, and then the final inspection or the appraisal of the house has to come back as well. So we still got a little bit of ways in regards to that, but there's a lot of pre-work that will probably get done up to that point, and just kind of wait for those things in the end. All right, So let's go ahead and start this walkthrough, and I'll come back in the end. So we went back and forth deciding on what kind of driveway we wanted to do. We didn't know if we wanted to do concrete or asphalt or dirt or limestone. So in the kind of the neighborhood that we're in out here in the area, limestone seems to be pretty popular. So we went with the limestone. This is number 57 limestone. It's actually the pieces that fall out at the bottom of the limestone. So it's really good, but when they shake it through, this is that falls out the bottom. It's just as good as the stuff up top. It'll compact with rain and driving over. But we went and looked at several different yards that had this stuff in it, and we really liked it. So we decided to stick with that for now. And we also like the way it sounds when you roll over it on your tires. So, and as you can see here, we took it all the way around to the front. We gave ourselves a pad to be able to come out of the garage and also be able to park the camper right there beside the house. So we're excited about that. We got somewhat of a final grade done on the front of the house and around the side. The flags you see here are the walk path. So we're going to do some changes to that, but that's going to be the path to walk inside. I'll walk back here in the back and let you see. Oh, well, while I'm here, let me show you. So the light fixtures are done. We went with these really cool Edison bulbs for the light fixtures outside, and they're not very bright, but they are bright enough to kind of illuminate. And then if you can see, I'll try to get you here underneath here. We went with some Eve lighting as well. You can see the little light right there. So we did those around the side of the garage as well as the front. Let's walk around here and I'll show you all the way out here. There's the well. So the well, like I said, was installed. All the dirt you see is them 2 days ago. They came out, buried the power run to it, and also the water line. Now, one thing I will share with you what we did back there where that the pump is. Our plan is to build a shop. So in building that shop, in anticipation of that, they went on and ran the wire out there that's big enough in order for me to run a 60 amp service out there. So it's already pre-worked. Currently right now, inside of the meter can is a 30 amp breaker, but you can just change it out to a 60 amp breaker when the shop comes into play in about 18 to 24 months. So the water well will be exposed until then, but they're made to be exposed, so it's not that big of a deal there. All right, as we walk around back here in front, so again, as you can see here, nearly all the switches and receptacles, we went with almost can lights exclusively throughout the house, but they're also installed. We didn't want to go with the pack lights, the fluorescent bulbs. We just like the clean look of the can lights, and so as you can see, they're installed throughout. These are our dimmer switches for the exterior lights, the awning lights, and the side of the house lights. So we're excited about being able to use those. And then inside, we can kind of look at some of the detail here in the trim work. He's done a really phenomenal job of how he did the trim. It's just really good. The service panel has been installed, and as you can see, the color on the walls, it kind of looks like it has a little bit of green or something in it, but it's actually called Dusty Trail. It's a PPG paint color, and it's throughout the entire house, minus 2 accent walls, which is what you just saw here. This one is called, that color right here is called Coffee Without Cream. Coffee No Cream, I believe. And it's also a PPG color as well. So we put that there, and then on that far wall back over there as well. And we'll come back in the living room in a minute. This color here is a grayish color. Although it looks a little blue, it's actually kind of gray. But again, the detail over the wall, over the windows and the accents over the doors, he just did a really great job of how he did that. Also, the fans are installed as well. And then as we come around here to the bathroom, again, the countertops are installed. The sinks are there as well. Let's see. Here's the master closet. So again, he built all these in there, just like you see. And it gets a little dark in here. These are our vanity lights. They haven't hung those yet. They're gonna wait a little bit. And then that shoe rack over here in the side. Now, the tile guys came and they framed out the shower. Red is not the color we're going with. But, you can see there the shower is framed out. I didn't do too much there, but they're getting that started next week when the power is on inside the house. So like I said, hopefully Monday that'll be done. As we walk way back around here to the living room, you can see that the countertops are in place. They've trimmed out that pedestal post there. And again, back with the dusty trail color. All the can lights are in here as well. And then of course the chandelier for the front. We didn't go too fancy on that. We really didn't see a need to. We thought that was a good piece to go with. And then the one's over the dining room table. The bar is done. Minus the sink, we're still waiting on that. And then that's the other side there for the bar, the center island. These two doors right here were made by my wife's brother, my brother-in-law, and he handmade them himself. And so we're gonna get those hung here in the next couple of days as well. And then these are the two glass doors that go inside the sitting room. They're also been stained and ready to go. Now the fireplace, what they did, this is how I can get a good shot of that. So the fireplace was bricked up last night, and then that shiplap that goes all the way up to the ceiling and two beams that kind of run from that. So the bookshelves are all handmade, so everything you see there was done by the trim carpenter. Did a really great job. I think that turned out really well. And then as we go over here to the other side of the house, again, that's the color Coffee Without Cream. You can kind of see the different accents between the two. We didn't really have an accent wall that we wanted to paint, but we did want to put some accent in the house, and so that these two hallways really kind of provide us that opportunity to do that. But as you see there, the linen closet is done. And since we're here, I'll show you, here is the septic. Here out the side of the house. So it is set and ready to go as well. This closet build out is done. This is the spare bedroom closet. Long dresses I think my wife is going to use in here too, so she's kind of excited about that. And then tile work has started here in this bathroom. And then that's out the back again. So, there you have it. There's the new walkthrough. And like I said, oh, I'm sorry, the outdoor kitchen. So the outdoor kitchen is done also. They got to come in and do some trimming of the countertops to set the grill in and the two grills in. But besides that, the sink is installed and it's ready to go. You can see here they stained the top of the ceiling here. And then they also came back and painted the exterior post. So. Well, as you can see, we've made a lot of progress in the last couple of days. Last couple of weeks. And we're really at the home stretch here. Still no major concerns, hiccups, or complaints to talk about. A few changes we made here and there, but they're really small and minute. Sod should be coming next week. They wanted to wait until they got water to the house in order for us to be able to water the grass. So the sod should be here hopefully next week. It might be the week after next. They really need to do the final grade to get that stuff outside where they did that trenching. They need that graded out. So the sod, like I said, is close. My wife and I are going to do the walkway ourselves, save a little money at the end of the project. So we're going to do that walkway ourselves. And the only thing that's really left after that is the final trim out for the plumber and the electrician. And once they are done, it's really going to be right around the corner. So hopefully I'll have some more. I'm going to try to get a video tomorrow with the lights on in the house, just because it's kind of an exciting milestone for us to be able to see the house lit up. At night when you're driving up the road, the house just looks very dark, and we're kind of excited to see what it looks like with some lights on from the street. So hopefully we'll be able to get some video of that tomorrow. And then as the tile work starts in full, we'll be able to get some video of that as well. So hopefully all that's going to be next week. And the tile guys probably be here for a few days. They've done a lot of their prep work already. So once they get started, they might be in and out relatively quick, I'm hoping. And after that, we will get that final, the plumbing to come in and start doing their thing. And the flooring is going to be one of the last things. So once the flooring goes down, we're never going to be there. So until then, I guess I'll see you guys next time.